Hey YouTube, it's Sharice and I'm back with my face completely done to tell you about this new Maybelline Superstay Better Skin Transforming Foundation. I tried it out and gave you my very first impression of my first time applying it this morning. And let me tell you what I've done to my face since then. My whole face is Maybelline, by the way. So I put this on at 9:30 a.m. So it's been 9.5 hours because now it is 7 p.m. Hopefully you can see that. 7:03. So it's 7 p.m. now. So I've had this on for 9.5 hours. And I have not touched it up with any additional product except one time. And I didn't even touch up the actual foundation because I didn't set the foundation. All I did was contour a little bit to bring some depth and richness back to my skin because this foundation is just a little bit too light for my skin. So let me tell you what else I did. So I used this foundation, and off camera, after I made that video, I did go in and put another layer just on my cheeks to see if it was buildable, and yes, it is buildable, and it does not look cakey if you add 2 layers or a couple layers. It does not get cakey. Just to let you know what I had on my face first, I cleansed my face and then I moisturized with the Clean and Clear Dual Action Moisturizer because it has salicylic acid and I am breaking out a little bit, so I use this to moisturize. Then I went in with this foundation. I did half my side with the Real Techniques Expert Face Sponge, which I have right here in this little medicine cup. I did the other half with the brush, and then I went back and blended my entire face with the sponge. This is the brush I used on this side, my Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. And then I showed that all on camera. After I got off camera, I went and contoured using the Maybelline Fit Me Powder in 360 because this is darker than my skin tone. So I just use that to contour the cheeks and the forehead. That's all I really focused on was the cheeks and the forehead. But this whole center part of my face basically has not been set and has no powder on it whatsoever. And to be completely honest, I haven't touched my face up in about 2 to 2.5 hours. So this shows you about the amount of oil that you can expect. And this is actually not bad at all. It's not super duper duper shiny. It's almost like a natural kind of glow. So I really kind of like how this foundation has been holding up, but that's what I used to contour and add some darkness around the perimeter of my face. And then I noticed that under my eyes was getting a little creasing because I didn't use any concealer. So in the little fine lines under my eyes, I need to set that. And what I used is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte Plus Poreless Powder in 310 Sun Beige. So that's what's giving that little highlight underneath my eyes to help prevent creasing. Let me see if it has creased anymore. Yeah, it still did crease. The foundation did crease under my eyes. It also was gathering in my fine lines in my forehead until I started to let my natural oils come through. I noticed that the more you let your oils come through, to me, the better this foundation looks, and it kind of really like meshes with your skin so you don't see those fine lines as much. It's not as obvious that, oh, this person has on makeup and it's, you know, settling in their fine lines. It kind of just all comes together. But there is still some creasing. It didn't get any worse though, so it already had crease when I put the powder on. I was like, oh, I see creasing. So if I had gone and set it when I first put the foundation on before it started to crease, I probably wouldn't have any. And then for my eyes, I have this Maybelline eyeshadow on in Golden Halo. That's what's on my lids. And on my lips, I have this Maybelline lipstick in Untainted Spice. That's the lipstick I'm wearing. Some more on. Love that nudie brownish pink color. And for mascara, I used Maybelline as well. Their Lash Sensational, which I love this. But let's get back to the foundation. So that's everything that I have on my face. And the only thing I've been doing is about every couple hours, I would just touch up my face when it got about this oily by just taking a flat powder brush that has leftover whatever from yesterday. And I would literally just pat my face just to press the oils basically back into the foundation. And the brush absorbs a little bit of the oil. So I didn't use any product or powder. I would just press over my face like this, and it really does make a difference. It's almost like you're moving the oil around. This is all I would do, is just take this flat brush and just go over my face, because I don't like repowdering or adding product to my face during the day. because it just gets a little much. Or I would take a paper towel or a tissue and just pat the excess oil off. But overall, it didn't get too greasy or too shiny. But I do think that this foundation would last a lot longer and work a lot better with somebody like me who has oily skin if I had used a primer and if I had used a mattifying primer and if I had set it with powder all over my face, not just the cheeks and the contoured parts of my face, because I get most oily in the T-zone, which didn't have any powder on it. But overall, I think this held up really well for the first day. I was outside, I was in the heat, I was walking around the mall with my family, I was at TJ Maxx, I was, moving and stuff. I actually took a nap and laid in bed. I was on the computer, I was outside, I ate a sub, I was eating, I was living my life, and it held up pretty well. As you can see, it's still there. But one thing I noticed about this is it does transfer. As you can see on my earrings, hopefully you can see that they are brown from touching my face. So this does transfer, and I think that would also be reduced by using a primer and by setting it with a powder. So I didn't really set this part of my face down here. I just did the contour in the forehead. But so that's one thing I did notice about this is it does transfer quite easily. So I think the next time I try this out and tell you guys about it, I'm going to try it out with a few different primers, and I'll just do little updates probably on, actually I might try it out for like a week because I plan to use this for the next like month to see if it actually does help improve my skin. And I'll just keep a list of the primers, which primer it worked best with and what happened. So I'm going to try it out with Milk of Magnesia. I'm going to try it out with the Boots No. 7 Mattifying Base. I'll try it out with the Black Radiance Shine Control Primer. I'll try it out with the Neutrogena primer. Those are the only 4 primers I have, I think. So yeah, as of right now, I would rate this on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being horrible, don't ever buy this, just feed this to your worst enemy or use it to water your plants, like it's just that horrible, would be 1, and then 10 being amazing, this is a new holy grail. I would definitely repurchase this again. This is one of my new favorite foundations on a scale of 1 to 10. Right now I'm giving this a solid 7.75. But I think I might be able to make it work and manipulate it over the next few weeks. And I definitely want to see if it helps improve my skin. So that is my final first impressions for today, my first time wearing it. And I do believe that it is long lasting because even though it's been transferring on my earrings, it hasn't really come off my face, which I'm not understanding. Like I still have coverage even though it's been transferring onto my earrings a lot. As you can see, I still have basically full coverage. And I just really do love the way that it makes my skin look. My skin doesn't look cakey or made up. It looks like it's my skin. That's what I love most about this foundation, is it really does look like your skin. So yeah, I'm going to keep experimenting over the next 3 to 4 weeks, and at the end of that, I'll give you my final full review and thoughts on this new Maybelline Superstay Better Skin Transforming Foundation that I got at Walmart. Again, thank you guys for watching. Thanks for your support. You can check out my Instagram and my Snapchat, my Twitter for some of the pictures I took today. I made a little video about this turban, and I'm going to upload some selfies actually tonight. So yeah, I hope you guys go and try this out for yourself and let me know what you think, and let me know your favorite new drugstore products down below. Thanks for all your support, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, YouTube.